Hi, welcome back to the Hutchinson Veterans Outreach Program. Today we are here at Angel Reigns talking to the staff and, well, the angels behind the angels at Angel Reigns. So first I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. We'll start over here.
Hi, I'm Bev, a volunteer.
I'm Heidi, and I'm also a volunteer.
I'm Lynn, I'm a volunteer.
I'm Al, volunteer. Oh, sorry, I'm the ranch, or the barn manager.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Joe, I'm the rodeo clown.
That's true. Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm the founder of Angel Reigns.
And I'm Lori, a volunteer.
Now, today we're here to talk a little bit about what goes in to helping, well, the Angels of Angels Reigns. The horses themselves basically are the ones that work with the veterans, work with people that have gone through sexual trauma, and they do a lot of listening. And in order to do that, they need to be shown a lot of love and appreciation and let them know that they are worth something to give back. We know that the angels have been through a lot in order to get here. They've been through abuse. They've been through their own nightmares. So we're going to talk about how they come back from that and the people that help them do that. So let's talk about just the general overall. So what does it take when you get one of these horses in?
Well, first of all, it's discovering the horse. We don't look for the horses, they find us. We'll see an eye, we'll see an ad, we'll see something, and we just know they need to come to Angel Reigns. Many of our horses have been starved, abused, neglected. Many are elderly. We have a few blind horses, but it can be anything from going down several hundred miles to several thousand miles to pick up the horses. And we do that. And we bring them home. Usually they're in pretty rough shape. Some we didn't know if they'd make it, but with love and care and vet help, we bring them back. And often, the physical healing happens first. They have a lot of deep emotional scars, and we find that's the same with the clients we serve. They may look perfectly fine and healthy and normal, but inside they've been through such trauma that there's a lot of deep healing that needs to happen, and it kind of parallels our horses. And I'm so happy to say many of our horses have healed, and they are whole again. And they recognize in those we serve a lot of the deep scars. And without words, they're able to connect with these people and help them heal.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about the horses?
Well, we're about 3 weeks in now, something like that. I got a call from Kathy on a Friday night, actually, and she had found the boys, and she was in the midst of trying to buy them, trying to get it figured out so how we could bring them home. She knew right away when she saw them she wanted to help. They were 1,200 miles away, and we had to get them out by Tuesday morning. I mean, they were on a deadline to be gone, probably to a kill lot that next day. It was a good trip, went down well. Tuesday morning, it was time to pick them up. I went over. They'd never seen me before. They had no idea. They had no reason to even let me get close to them. But they just knew. I grabbed their halters and their lead ropes out of the pickup after we got it installed so we could load them, and they were back in the back through a maze of horses and cows and chickens and goats, everything. It wasn't a very nice place. There was no water. It was just quite honestly hell on earth. And I know a lot of our vets and a lot of different people we serve know exactly how things like that are. They were amazing. We got the halter on the big guy, which, by the way, I'm not sure we could do that right now because he's here. He's a little head shy. He's a little shy.
He's got scars.
He's got scars from things that were left on him. But anyway, he let us do it. I put the lead ropes on him. I took him back through this maze. I got him back to the end of the trailer, and Kathy had told me we have a trailer that has a ramp. She says, now, They've never seen the ramp, probably, most likely not. They were probably brought down there in stock trailers they couldn't even stand up in. So I walked in, I told the guy to hold them. I said I walked in and I mingled around in the trailer for just a little bit.
You showed them.
I showed them how to do it. Kathy said if you show them, they will watch. I walked back down, I took Yogi by the lead rope, and he followed me, and he never even, I never tightened up the lead rope on either one of these animals. They just walked in, I shut the divider for him. I took Yeti, he walked in, never quibbled. I took the halter off Yogi because his face he had scars and he was open.
They were bleeding.
They were bleeding, and we started for home. That being said, this story took way longer than it took me to load those horses. They wanted to come home. They weren't sure where they were going. In a few months when winter comes and they're from Texas, they might go, what's this? But they're loved here. It was an amazing, I can't put in words what it was to be able to be entrusted to go get those horses and to bring them home.
Heidi, I'd like you to share how you groomed Yogi. I mean, he was full of burrs, long, shaggy coat, but yet you could just see the ribs throughout his hair. And just share what you did because it warms my heart.
Well, I owned a dog grooming business, and so I just took those skills. Yogi had a very dirty bottom and tail, and we got a scrub bucket and we cleaned him up. Like you said, giving him his dignity back. Tried to use some of the softer grooming tools on him because his ribs were so, they were so evident and pronounced. And so, but lots of hair came out, cut out his burrs, cleaned up his face a little bit like a Belgian should look. But he was just holding on to so much because his body was so deprived of what he needed. And that's how we do it. Animals hold on to their coats and everything just to maintain. So.
And I think both of you, your early connection with those two horses, they really trust both of you. I'm earning their trust, but they don't know me. But they do trust both of you completely. We had the vet out almost immediately when they got home, and it was really nice because he prescribed antibiotics before they were seen. He knew their situation. So we started to treat him at 10 o'clock that morning on antibiotics. About 2 weeks later, the vet came out, and we couldn't get a halter on Yeti because he's very head-shot. He's got scars and he's been mistreated. But Heidi was able to get the halter ever so gently on this horse. And they trust you, and it's beautiful. And little by little, we'll earn their trust, and they'll know we're okay. But first thing is just get them healthy, let them know they're safe. And that's what I do guys do. This is truly an army of angels. These are God's horses. They're just in our care. And we're going to take excellent care of them. We love them. And by doing so, we help them get healthy, and then they help our clients. And this is how this happened. I saw these big horses. They're Belgians, so they're big. And they were so broken down. I mean, they're going to go to slaughter. And I thought of our veterans. I mean, we've got some big vets here we work with. They're big guys. And how many years of service did our vets give our country? They come home, they're disrespected, they're forgotten about. They've lived a life of service. And then they're just put to the side. And the parallel was so strong. I thought, this is like our vets. So, like our other rescues, we love them back. We just love them back without any agenda. And they become whole, they become healthy, and they're able to help our vets. We also work with survivors of human trafficking, and we partner with a grief group. And I must say, we don't charge for our services. And the only paid person is our part-time bookkeeper. So this is a labor of love. But by helping these amazing creatures, they in turn can help our vets and others heal. It's just, we're here because we want to be here. And I'm so grateful because it takes an army of angels.
It truly does, and you guys do an excellent job. And that's, when you bring them home, that's when the real work, you guys begin. You have to figure out their feeding schedules, you have to figure out the grooming schedules, you have to figure out what it is that they like to do.
Some have medical needs.
Exactly.
They need certain medications or supplements, but we do it. We do it.
And you don't push them. And you don't ride them if they don't want to be ridden. Which is, well, pretty unusual for a lot of places. They're like, well, if you can't ride a horse, then the horse isn't no good.
Yeah.
No, they are. There's a lot that can come from a horse you can't ride.
You know, Lisa, one of our rescues, like 4 years ago, Angel, she's elderly and blind, was rail thin when we brought her home. So we purchased her, elderly, thin, and blind. She's one of our, most healing horses we have. She's brilliant, and she's beautiful, and she's calm. We don't ride her, but she's just one of the vets yesterday. We had this thing called VA out, was just so astounded by how gentle she is and how loving she is. So you're right, we don't ride them all. Some we do. Joe's ridden several. Joe, you have anything you want to share?
I was leery to first come out here, but the moment I stepped into that parking lot, it changed my life. And I want to keep coming back. And Kathy has allowed me to be here and to be part of this family, and these people mean a lot to me, as with the horses. So for years I didn't have emotions other than anger and rage. Now I can come out here and talk to another horse with scars and just say hi. And Kathy's allowed me to come out here and take lessons. I've ridden a lot of the horses.
You ride great. Okay, flag it up.
Yeah, we do shows. So I thank you all. You're a big part of my life. I talk to everybody here daily, and we've grown pretty tight. I wish I lived closer so I could come out here more often. Kathy puts up with me and mouth it off.
Joe's awesome. Joe's awesome.
As we all know, sometimes it does take a very special person to deal with those veterans. We're not the easiest group to deal with.
They're awesome. We love our vets. We love our vets.
Thank you guys for everything you've ever done.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, I know there's also a lot of time spending, feeding, cleaning stalls, all kinds of stuff, and I know the rest of the ladies here pitch in with just about everything, from walking them to, oh, you name it. What do you think?
Yeah, Lynn, what do you think?
Awesome. There's no words. I mean, it's one of those things that when you're here, it's just love and happy, and it's just everything. You just want to do more. You want to give more. You want to make sure the horses are good, make sure Kathy's good, make sure these gals are good. And this guy, I don't know about that. And that guy back there we take care of.
I've been promoted. You know, I was the barn boy for a while.
Yeah.
Several raises.
So
Careful when you talk to me.
it's just amazing, but God put us together for a reason.
Exactly. And you all work so well together, you all get along so well together.
Well, you know, that's interesting you say that, because there's an event in Lexington, Kentucky called Road to the Horse. And we have been so honored to be the coffee sponsor many, many years. And this year, how many did we take down?
Was it like 18 of us?
Yeah, 18 to 20. Angerane's family went down to this event. It's a colt starting competition world championship. And we do get along. It's very comfortable. And it's really pretty special. We were able to bring 4 combat veterans and the son of one of the vets. And Angerine had a nice hotel for them. All their meals were paid. And they got to see this amazing show. It's a really cool thing. So that's kind of a side note. We are like family. And like family of choice.
Yes.
It's just really, a really I'm just grateful. This is just awesome, so.
Do you find in working with the horses and stuff like this, maybe in some way you also feel?
Oh, my gosh, yeah, definitely. I'm truly blessed, Bobby, truly blessed. I can't put it in words. I got a special horse out here, and him and I are.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Vivian and I are.
Oh, did he leave?
Yeah,
They decided they've had enough of their debut.
our hearts are truly connected. I truly believe that him and I are. I don't mean to get so emotional, but
Oh,
No,
no.
you've had several losses, so.
this is. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. So besides healing other people, it's healing me deep. Just thankful. I'm very, very blessed.
It's amazing what we can do with animals and they can do with us.
Thank you.
That is so true.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's.
How about you, Laurie? What do you have to share?
Well, coming out here, once or twice a week, I'll help with events or what have you. But it's like my second family, and I have a fairly big family with siblings and such, and I don't see them very often. We're all close, but we don't live close. And I just enjoy coming out, the friendships that I've made. I have 3 horses of my own, so that's my other favorite place to be, other than coming here, I think. And yeah, I enjoy the camaraderie and helping out, and I love the horses and the cats and dogs, and it's just a great place to be.
You don't even mind cleaning up after the horses, do you?
Not at all.
We love it.
I would rather clean stalls than clean my own house.
Isn't that
I
true?
could understand that.
Well, Lynn, you've been at a lot of our events, like when we host VA or other groups. Do you see anything with the, exchange or interaction with the horses and the people?
Well, yes.
Would you
Don't
share?
ask me such a tough question. No, I mean, everybody just loves it. I mean, everybody wants us to come out and support. Is that what you mean? Is that
Well,
how
yes,
you
and
mean that? Or-
well, yes, and also a lot of our veterans have anxiety,
Yes.
understandably. Same with our other clients. But after just a little while, they realize it's very real around here. I mean, we keep it very real. And at the end, like say it's supposed to be over at 3, they're having such a good time. They're relaxing. They'll stay till 4 or 5. And these are people that often don't go outside. They don't like to go places. They don't like to go in public. And we get that. We're kind of like that too. But do you see that? So
We had this one vet that was just, he'd never been around a horse, never touched a horse, never ridden a horse. And he said after he was out here, he was able to sit down. He could not, he was, too anxiety. He did a diamond point with 70,000 pieces, and it's in our.
Oh, wow.
But he said it was because of the horses, and so then, the last winter when they were out here, he got Gideon, and and the smile on his face was just, you would not believe it. It was so amazing.
So, sometimes it's in the small details, but I didn't realize that.
Yes.
And then he shared this. And it is the animals. They're just so loving, they're so forgiving. And that just blows me away. They have no reason, half of these guys, to like anybody. But they're
Well,
hard-
considering what they've been through,
Right.
you would think it would take them a lot, but you all, I think, are the ones that help their hearts feel. So that they can
it's
give
both.
back.
It's both,
Mm-hmm.
We like to think, we're healing them, but in all honesty, loving them and.
It goes both ways.
Yes, they're healing us. I mean,
All you need to do is go up and smell that horse, and your heart's into his or hers. That's amazing. And everybody feels that.
you maybe want to speak to Cody.
Cody?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize Cody's passed, and Cody, when I first started coming here, Cody actually comes up to me all the time and he kind of follows me around like a little puppy dog. And I later learned that he's kind of stays away from everybody and just kind of distances himself. So that was special.
It's pretty cool. The horses, they innately know. We don't have to say a word, and I think they somehow see every scar, every trauma, and this is for us and our clients. And a certain horse with a certain background will gravitate to a person. And now that I know the horses, it kind of makes me sad because certain horses go to certain people for certain reasons, and I realize how deep scars are. I never bring it up, but they do. They gravitate, and usually the horse has something inside them that person has experienced in a different way. It's heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. Like, still with Yeti and Yogi, they will follow him through fire. They'll do anything Ellen wants. They love Ellen. And we're all trying to pat him and work with them. But they just know. They know you saved them. And it's just cool.
The other thing that's kind of interesting is Kathy always says the horses need a rest. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so they need a down date, just like Keeper down there after he comes and greets everybody, but then he's out. Because they just need to regenerate and
That's a really
regroup.
good point, Lynn. We do limit our programming. The horses come first here. And there's a lot of emotion that comes through this store that they are working on. But they get drained too. So we do limit how often people come out. We don't work every day. They get time off. The winter's kind of nice because it's slower, and they need that downtime, just like Lynn said. They feel a lot. They don't hold on to it, but it's tiring for them.
I'd like to know if there's anything that individually that anyone would like to talk about or put in there. And I think we'll just maybe go around a little bit. No, if you're fine, then that's okay. You can just motion to Joe back here and.
I just know it's a good place and we're here to help whoever we can and we all just love being part of this.
I feel the same. I'm just appreciative for all the help and you guys doing this together, and thank you. And thanks to anyone that is on the outside supporting us. We're kind of the troops. We're kind of the troops here, Joe. But there's a lot of people actually from around the United States that pray for us. They care, and we appreciate it. Joe?
So down in Kentucky, at Road to the Horse, there was a saying that we all kind of had, and it was, to be there, you gotta love God. And I think we all do very much so. You gotta love this country, you gotta love horses. And like green and yellow balloons.
That's new. But it works.
I like balloons, they fly away when I'm on my bike. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
I'll pass it over here.
Well, you know, this is, if there was such a thing as a happy place or the most comforting place, this is it. This is what it's become. This was become for me. It saved me in way more ways than probably anybody ever knew. My children understand. They go, they're really glad that I retired and I came here to help. And came here to be a part of these. They've met most of these people, and you know, when you get from your children, it's the right thing to do. You just know, you know. And other than my children, this is my family, right here. And we're not a huge family. We're careful, but we, you know what? Every one of us would go to the end for any one of us. And the horses. I mean, I have no idea what I deserve, how I deserve to be able to be like I am, but I feel blessed beyond. You know, it's just amazing. And the friends that I've made here, you know, the fact that I was able to save those horses, I look forward to the next time. You know, and now I think to myself, you know, they're home and they will be here, and God willing, they'll outlive me. You know, they will be here. And somebody will be here taking care of them as they should be. That's about it, I guess.
I think they're planning on having you around quite a bit.
You know what?
Don't even think about it.
You know what, I hope so. I'm just, like I say, I'm glad when I drive in here, I almost have to pinch myself sometimes if they let me come and go. And they do, they kind of ignore me, you know, they're busy doing stuff. Yesterday I was doing stuff and they went shopping.
Horse shopping.
You wanna go shopping? No, I'm fine, you guys go ahead, you know. Love you guys to death, but I don't wanna go shopping.
Yeah. Horse stuff.
Yeah, horse stuff, you know, if I'd known they were going to get saddled and horse stuff, I probably would have went, but I had to go into a rummage sale, you know.
Ah, okay.
I got enough stuff at my house without a rummage sale, so.
I spoke already, way too
Okay.
much.
Perfectly fine.
But I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Lisa, for this, and thank you, Kathy, and all of our group here. We have new names for everybody, our new charcuterists here.
Don't ask me how to say it.
And then we have some more events coming up, and so we have to get together more and drink more coffee and do that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So that's all exciting, and God willing, bring it all together, and it'll be good as ever.
Exactly.
That's it.
Lady?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention, happy birthday. Sorry, had to get that in.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I'm kind of the newbie here, just joining in a couple months ago. I've known Kathy longer, but I had recently lost my dog, who was a true soulmate to me, and I was struggling being around animals, and I just thought I needed to reach out to Kathy, and I'm so happy because I'm so thankful. It's truly a place of healing for not only the animals, but definitely people. It's just a connection with animals, and I see it and I love it, and it's just a beautiful thing here. So I'm so thankful for Kathy and everybody here. They've kind of welcomed me like family, and thank you for having us today as well.
Oh, I'm more than honored to be out here.
Well, the only thing I can say is that I know God has his arms wrapped around me doing this, and his face is shining upon everything we do. That's cool.
That's the best thing you can know.
that's awesome. He's got us.
Kathy's best saying ever, it's God's got us.
Exactly. Can't do better than that. You just can't. But I also want to let people know too, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, but it takes a lot of money. And I know you wouldn't bring this up. I know you wouldn't bring it up.
No.
But it does take vet fees and feed and hay and anything from apples to tack to everything. And I know you guys sometimes barely scrape by. This barn should be pretty much filled with hay, and it's not.
We're happy to have that.
Oh, definitely.
And there'll be more, but you are right. But again, God has us, and we always have what we need. We don't look at the long, we just put our heads down, keep working, and I would like to say they're miracles. A miracle will happen. Somebody will send a check. It's like, oh, wow, thank you, God. Thank you, person. We don't expect it. We're all fiercely independent, so asking for anything is so foreign. That's not the way we're made.
That's why I'm putting it out there.
But we do appreciate it, and the animals do need it. These big guys eat a lot, and it's okay. It's all good. So it's all good.
All right. So if you have a little extra that they can send in, we will actually post some numbers and where to send it in at the end of the show.
Awesome.
Thank everyone.
Thank you, Teresa. Always good to see you.
And we will be back.
Excellent.
All right, thank you.